I just asked 100 strangers if they want to compete in my new internet series in order to win $3,000. The results will shock you. But first, let me explain why I'm doing this. 1 year ago today, or last week, depending on when I upload this, I was living in my car with $30,000 of debt, simply because I made poor financial decisions while trying to make it as a business content creator. So yeah, things didn't work out for me 3 years into chasing my dream. However, the moment I hit my lowest point of life, I came up with the greatest idea to fix everything. I started a YouTube channel. That's right, because when life is beating you down, why not document it for everyone to watch? So, October 19th, 2024, I posted day 1 of my journey and called the series Out the Mud Content. And after 2 months of grinding, while sleeping in my car, I successfully grew an audience of 10,000 subscribers. I couldn't believe it. The amount of support I was getting for a guy that essentially ruined his life not only kept me going, but opened my eyes to what people want to watch. An underdog story. The underdog is by far the most relatable archetypes in the story, which is a character expected to lose or face huge disadvantages, but yet they keep going. The fact that I hit rock bottom after 3 years of chasing my dream wasn't something embarrassing, but actually inspirational, because I refused to give up despite it seeming like I was in a desperate situation. So, fast forward 10 months later, I get monetized on YouTube, continue to document everything that's happening while I'm fixing my life, and have one of the coolest comebacks of the year by paying off my debt and returning home to my family. However, now that I've made it out the mud, what am I gonna document? Sure, I could pivot into recording my normal life, but it's just not the same for me, or for the audience I've built in a year. I reached the point most people would call suffering from success, because I'm not an underdog anymore, so people just don't relate with me like they used to. They got their emotional payoff of seeing me struggle until I succeeded, but now what? Where do I go from here? Wait. I'll film other people. And just like a year ago today, another idea came to me at just the right moment. Sure, my journey's over, but what about the millions around the world, still chipping, still fighting for what's important to them? What if I could put a spotlight on their grind and document them making it out the mud? Not only can I continue to make out the mud content, but I can continue to produce inspirational comebacks and document people's stories before their big break. So, the next day, I told everyone that I'm looking for inspirational stories of people making it out the mud. However, I want to make it worth their while, so why not have a cash prize? The winner of next season will win $3,000. But how is this gonna work? Well, previously, I would upload 100 episodes of me striving for a goal and called it a season. So because of that, we're gonna keep that same format. However, just to make things a little bit more interesting, towards the end of the season, the audience will vote weekly on who should win the $3,000. There can only be one winner this season, and it's completely out of my hands. But now, I have to figure out who it's gonna be.